Okay, we are back with the healthy cooking. Healthy, right? Like
Healthy.
This is like really super healthy. I think what I like about what Alanda's going to do today is that she is warming us back up from being in the cold freeze wherever you may live to having access to fresh fruits and veg again.
Well, it's, yes, eating fresh, eating healthy, eating salads, feeling lighter.
Sure, and what we try to do as often as possible is shop local and consume foods within a certain radius of where we live. So this is all within 100 miles, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Right?
Absolutely.
Of where we live.
That's right.
I don't know about you. What's on the agenda for today?
So I really wanted to highlight how simple it is to make a vinaigrette.
Okay.
And how versatile a vinaigrette can be.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is what I've got in the jar is what I'm calling a basic vinaigrette.
Okay.
You've got in there 1 part vinegar to 3 parts oil.
Okay.
And so what we're using today is a balsamic vinegar and then a mix of olive oil and the flaxseed oil.
Perfect.
I always add mustard because
Okay.
that gives a vinaigrette a bit of zip, and
Okay.
I always like a sweetener, so I've got maple syrup in this one, and then salt and pepper.
Let me ask you a question. When it comes to flavors, are you using mostly herbs to get that flavor kick in there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Any kind of a natural flavor addition, as opposed to, I mean, yes, it's easy to buy a bottle of dressing off the shelf, but you don't really know what goes into those, and they're not as fresh as you might think they are. So with something like this, as you can see, I'm shaking. It's just to blend the mustard in, and there we go. We've got our own dressing made, and the oil is now emulsified in.
When it comes to mustards, dry mustard, wet mustard,
I
any
like
difference?
to use a wet Dijon, but a bit of dry English mustard would work as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. And that's it.
And that's it.
Oh my gosh. Something about balsamic is amazing.
It's very nice, yeah. And so if you didn't want to put the sweetener in, you can opt to go for a pricier aged balsamic, because that will give you a bit more sweetness there. And with our basic vinaigrette, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna dress it on basic greens.
I love balsamic. And you know, I've even done this with balsamic where I've cooked it and reduced it.
To make it syrupy.
Syrupy to put on top
so
of
good.
a dessert.
Yeah, so
Which
good.
is crazy.
Vanilla ice cream is delicious.
So try that. Reduce your balsamic vinegar.
And so there we go, that's our basic vinaigrette. That will
Okay.
keep in the fridge as long as the oil stays fresh.
And, well, that could be
upwards to a year or more.
so in the fridge. Perfect. Good.
Perfect. So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna show you how easy it is to take that one vinaigrette and make 4 other vinaigrettes with
Okay.
it. Okay. So once again, we've got our basic vinaigrette, and we're gonna add to this one crushed blueberries.
So it's all the same things as before.
Everything's the same in there.
Okay.
All we're doing is we're adding crushed blueberries this time, crushing them to get the juices out.
As simple as that. And I think that we actually get sort of stuck in a bit of a rut when it comes to eating healthy and eating salads. And you can maintain just eating your greens and really jack it up on the other side.
On the dressing side, and if you make the basic one, keep that in the fridge. You can always take a little bit out and add a little bit of blueberries.
Right.
That way you're not also, my biggest pet peeve is having jars and jars of different dressings at home, right? Because you're always wanting a different flavor, a different
Sure.
flavor. If you keep with one base and change up the flavor yourself, possibilities are endless.
Endless, she says. And I believe her.
And so here we go. We've got a blueberry vinaigrette. And with the blueberry vinaigrette,
Smell that one.
yeah.
It's amazing how it takes on that profile.
And with our blueberry one, we're gonna dress that one because you got sweetness from the fruit onto a little bit of bitter greens. So a little bit of radicchio, we've got some kale and arugula. Just like that.
Again, I love the fact that we're shooting in a grocery store. You shop outside aisles where all of your fresh ingredients are, and you're giving your family a really healthy meal.
A really healthy meal. And something that you can't get bored with if you're constantly changing
Sure.
the flavor of it.
I think that's the trick too. Whether you're dieting or trying to, have a plant-based meal once a week, you've got to be able to incorporate different flavors.
You've got to. Textures, flavors make a huge difference.
Especially if you want kids to eat healthy.
That's right.
Right?
And so we're gonna stay away from the leafy textures now. We're
Okay.
gonna move on to a pasta salad.
Okay.
Again, same basic vinaigrette. All I've got in here, some chopped sun-dried tomatoes
Okay.
and some oregano.
Perfect. Fresh oregano.
Fresh oregano. You can use dried if you absolutely have to, like if there's no fresh available.
Okay.
The fresh is gonna give you a better punch and flavor.
Okay.
And we're gonna do the same with this one.
How does it work with fresh versus dried herbs or ingredients? Is it more of the fresh to get the flavor, or is it less of the fresh?
It's less of the fresh because the flavor is stronger and more vibrant, but it really depends on how, I guess, how fresh the dry is as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm really bad for having dry herbs, spices inside my cupboard, and I don't know how long I've had them for.
Smell them. If they smell like cardboard, it's time to go.
Cardboard. Well, there you go. If it smells like cardboard, then toss it out.
There we go. Now we've got a sun-dried tomato one.
Pull this one over here for you.
Yes. Thank you. Sun-dried tomato and oregano over a nice, simple pasta salad.
Smell that one. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Now, why have you chosen to mix flax with olive oil?
So the flax is what's giving us that healthy omega-3, something that we're also missing from store-bought vinaigrettes. But our North American palates are so trained to be familiar with the flavor of olive oil.
Okay.
Right? Olive oil, balsamic, it's so common. You see it everywhere. It's usually what a lot of dressings are made out of. So I opted to do 1 part of olive oil and 2 parts of flax.
Okay.
1 to mix up the omegas.
Okay.
But 2 just to familiarize your palate.
You say mix up the omega, so from the flax you're getting omega.
You're getting 3, 6, and 9, but majority 3.
Okay.
And then you're getting 9s from the olive oil.
Got it.
Yeah. So again, basic vinaigrette. What we've got in here is lemon, garlic, and more herbs.
See that
It's
one?
lemon zest, grated garlic, fresh garlic,
Oh my goodness.
a bit of oregano, and a bit of thyme.
Perfect.
And that's gonna go in.
So with fresh herbs, again, inside of this, they will last in your fridge? They're not gonna degrade or go bad?
They are now protected in the oil.
Oh, okay.
So the only thing is with this one, because of the fresh garlic,
Yes.
you've got to keep an eye on it, and you're not going to want to keep it for more than a week or so.
Okay.
But anytime you're working with the herbs, should be fine.
Herbs are fine, but the blueberries, a
Blueberries
week.
are perishable.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to shake that up, and this one is going to be a lemon garlic herb on potato salad.
Smell that one. Now, could you? Oh my goodness gracious! Just kidding. I won't. Could you have the potatoes warm? Would that taste good?
That would. So this, if you wanted to serve it as a meal on its own, when the potatoes come out of the oven fresh and hot, that's when you want to dress them, and then
Nice.
serve them right away. And then if you have leftovers, they go in the fridge and they become
Here,
lunch.
Lana, I'm just gonna put this here. Pull this over here, my love.
Thank you.
I love with warm potato salads, adding all the ingredients to it, and of course the heat then releases a great aromatic flavor as well. But I add, like, if you like cheeses, some feta cheese, because it warms
so
it up a little
good.
bit, and good stuff.
If you're not plant-based on your diet, a little
Yep.
bacon
Yeah,
is lovely on a potato salad.
she's so chef, right? She's so typical. She'll give you all the ingredients, say just a little bit of bacon.
Just a little bit.
Are you one of those chefs that has like bacon in a jar, grease jar for cooking?
That I don't. I don't keep that. If I'm cooking with bacon, then I'll use the grease at the
Yeah.
time, but I'm not going to save it.
Just check
It just gets dangerous.
Just checking. It does?
Well, in terms of how often you're using it. Right?
Note to
If you-
husband.
If you had a jar of bacon fat in the fridge, chances are you're reaching for that bacon fat to cook anything in.
Sure, got it. Okay.
And now what we've got is our ramen salad. Again, same ingredients in the base vinaigrette. We are going to add to that, though, we've got a chunk of tofu, we've got some miso, sesame seeds, and a bit of soy sauce. And the tofu is because I want this to be a creamy dressing,
Yes.
but I want to keep it vegan, plant-based, without adding eggs.
Yesterday, I made eggs Benedict for my family, and I swapped out the, what's the sauce called?
The hollandaise sauce.
Hollandaise sauce with tofu, and with, what's the other thing I used?
Tofu.
And the
Nutritional yeast. So much umami flavor in nutritional yeast.
Let me tell you, my family knew that something was different. They thought it was in the spices. So tofu does add a cream to your dressings and your sauces for sure.
It really does, yeah. And so this one will be a thicker dressing.
So that's become extremely thick from the tofu.
From the tofu and
from
the miso paste.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you heard Chef Alana just say the umami, which is your fifth sense. So
Taste and flavor.
right?
Yeah.
Taste, flavor, smell, sight, and then you have umami, which many chefs like to use that term. It's just really a sense that you can't quite describe, I suppose.
It's a flavor that you think of when you have mushrooms. Mushrooms are very umami.
Okay.
Anything fermented usually is umami.
Okay. So
there we
nutritional
go.
yeast, look that one up. It is a great addition to a lot of your sauces and your dressings. I like to use it for that gives you just a very depth that you just can't quite explain what it is.
I know, and it's delicious and healthy for us, full of B vitamins.
Beautiful. So you've taken all of these salad dressings, used 2 oils to give you a real, all of your omegas, which
A
are
good
very
healthy
important.
base, that's right, because vegetables lack oils, and you do need oils in your diet.
Yep.
So that's where dressing them in healthy oils makes sense.
Oils are such a huge carrier as well for your vitamins and minerals. So healthy fats in your diet, extremely important. All of these amazing recipes and more can be found on our website or on Alana's at aliga.com. Alana, I think it's lunchtime.
I think so.
Enjoy. Thank you.